Salutations, my friends, and welcome to a new video. I have got the most exciting video for you guys today. At least it's exciting for me. I think it's exciting for a lot of you guys. A while back, I did a little cozy bookish sleepover video, and you guys really seem to love it. I myself personally really enjoyed myself when I was filming it. I mean, who doesn't love a no stakes, cozy time full of reading and all of our favorite hobbies? Because I know I certainly do. And so I thought for today, it's a rainy night. There's really not a whole lot to do. I thought you could come over and we could do a little bookish sleepover together, gather around our favorite hobbies, the books that we want to be reading this October, make some progress with them, chat about it, kiki a little bit, because I do have some Love is Blind updates because I've been watching it. I don't know if you guys have been watching the latest season. I think you should be because it's prime entertainment. However, I think there is many an update to go around tonight. I think we can maybe do a nice little face mask at some point. I'm thinking of maybe ordering some sushi as well because listen, we've been over this. The food component is important. In a sleepover, you need to make sure that you know beforehand whether you're cooking, you're ordering out, whether you're just snacking on stuff. I think sushi is going to ensue tonight. I also think maybe some baking can happen. And I also have some snacks that I can pull out of the pantry and maybe enjoy today while we gather here together. Also have a couple books that got here recently that I think you guys are also going to be very excited about. So I want to show you all of it, as well as a very exciting package that I also hope you guys are going to be very excited about. So there's going to be everything. The chats, the book updates, the reading, the food, the unboxing, the hauls, the late night chats. As you can tell, the notion of a sleepover is very exciting for me. I also talked about this in my very first cozy bookish sleepover. I was always a sleepover kid and I love gathering with my friends, spending a night together and doing the things that we know and love, the things that we find very comforting, and getting a day just for ourselves. I think with the way that the everyday moves, everything's so hectic, there are so many things to get done, it can get quite hard to prioritize self-care and prioritize those things that we love. And so I always take a little sleepover as the perfect excuse and opportunity to make sure that I'm doing all of my favorite things in a single night. So I hope that you guys are ready because I'm taking you with me and I hope you're joining me. If you are, let a girl know in the comments. I do hope you've got your cozy drink though, maybe a little snack, and I hope that you are ready because let me show you the reading plans for today. It's gonna be so good. Okay, we need to talk reading plans because I pulled out everything that I am looking at for tonight and then also tomorrow morning. Snacks have been pulled out of the pantry. Very excited about them. And sushi must be on its way very soon. So I think we are all covered. I think we are doing amazing for tonight. That said though, I did pull out not only one, but two things that are not in my TBR. This is A Sign of Affection. You guys know I've been reading this. I have read up to volume 4, so I have got 5 and 6 to read. And I'm thinking maybe tonight can be a nice time to do it because I recently got volumes 7, 8, and 9, and volume 10 comes out literally 2 days before my birthday, I think. So getting as close to the current volume as possible tonight could be a really good vibe. So I did pull out these two that were on my shelves to maybe read. I don't know if I'll end up reading both, but maybe at least one. I think it could be nice. It could be nice. It could be nice. Then besties, we have got caught up by List Humford. I sincerely regret not vlogging The Right Move because it was so good and I feel like it would have made for a really amazing vlog. And so I've got caught up right here. It's in my October TBR. Haven't started this yet, so I'll be starting it tonight with you. And I think this is what I'm going to be starting out with because I can't wait. I can't wait any longer. I've been waiting for too long and I feel like it's time. It's time! And then brace yourselves. My current read, The Crimson Moth by, I believe it's Kristen Zicarelli. I'm really enjoying this right now. I am currently 128 pages in, about to start chapter 18. So maybe either tonight or tomorrow morning, depending on how my other reads go, maybe we can make a little bit of progress with this. I wouldn't be mad at it because I'd love to get to page 160 by tomorrow or maybe the day after. I don't know. We can figure it out for sure. But I did pull this out because I'm technically already reading it. So I'm just saying it could be great. It could be really great. But before we even start caught up, it's necessary that we find the perfect bookmark for it. I just don't know if I've got anything like baseball related. I do have, ooh, you know what could be, wait, no. I have got one like fall-ish bookmark. It's got, where is the tassel? This one right here. I don't know if it's necessarily giving caught up, but it does have a lot of fall things and veggies, and I know the main character character, at least a female love interest. She is a chef. I feel like this could be a good one, so I'm just gonna go for this one. And the color pattern quite fits caught up, so let us grab this one. We must also now move to the living room where the AC unit is actually on and where I'm not burning up under the light of a ring light and where the rain is hitting perfectly in the living room. It's just, oh, it's gonna be so good. Let's get situated on the couch. Let us start Caught Up as our very first book of the night. While we wait for the sushi to get here, and when that gets here, I'll show you exactly what I got. Oh my god, it's gonna be so good. I love the universe's timing because as soon as I said, oh my god, let's get situated in the living room, let's read, let's hang out, the food literally got here. It also because it's raining, I think they put like a little plastic on top of this so it didn't get wet. So literally this came with a trench coat and I love it. Honestly, when you order sushi, it better come with a trench coat. I want to show you guys what I got because I'm so excited about it. I'm also so freaking hungry, like I'm salivating to read a nice little romance while eating sushi. Like what more can a girl ask for? There's nothing. Let's take this all out. So I got this sushi roll right here. It is crab. It's got cream cheese, it's got avocado, it's got obviously like the rice and the nori, and then right at the top it's got tempura flakes, but it is carrot flakes, and then it's got a little bit of like sweet sauce on the top. Oh, heaven, it's so good. And then these are the little croquetas. They've got shiitake mushrooms and crab sauce, which I thought was gonna pair quite well with the sushi roll. It's gonna be my first time trying them because they literally added that to the menu not too long ago. So we'll see how that is, but I hope it's good. All right, gorgeous. We have got two tasks present right now. First of all, we're going to bake a little something as I update you about Caught Up, which I have read 110 pages of. And we're also gonna make a coffee because I am out here dying for some reason. 9:30, I already wanna be in bed. And you know what? It is too early in this sleepover for me to be giving up. Así que todo en esta vida se puede, jóvenes. Anyways, all that to say, welcome to my kitchen, part 2. Listen, we are out here committed to the sleepover, bestie. And so we're gonna do it. That said though, Caught Up, first of all, what ingredients do I need for this thing? We need oil. I know some people say don't bake with olive oil, but I will because it's the only one I got. Water from the tap, beautiful. We need butter. Do I need like 2 separate mixing bowls because I don't want to dirty that much, but it's fine. You're gonna be on washing duty and I'm gonna be the one baking. Sound like a plan? Shake on it. Sound like a plan. We also need eggs. Please hold. Got 2 mixing bowls. That was a little over enthusiastic, but it's gonna be okay. Oh, we also need to preheat the oven. All steps I am completely forgetting about. 350 Fahrenheit? Girl, talk to me in Celsius. What the heck? Google conversions. I think that's like 160, but I could be wrong. Oh, 176. I'm not that wrong. We don't have a lighter, so this is all we got, okay? Yeah! Preheating the oven. I don't know if I'm the only one that does this, but for some reason, when I pull pants, specifically pants and like Pyrex out of my of my cabinets, I always need to wash it before I use it because it feels dirty. Like I know it's not, but for some reason it doesn't feel safe to just use it as is. I don't know if I'm the only one that does that, but every single time, dude, I just have to like wash it. How perfect is it that I'm reading Caught Up where our main character Miller is a baker and now we're baking something together. I honestly love these vibes. However, as I had mentioned earlier, I am officially 110 pages into Caught Up. This is the 3rd book in the Windy City series. All of them can be read as standalones. Like obviously there are some interconnected elements to them, but nothing that would fully prevent you into, you know, going to the next installment without having read anything prior. So I think you'd be good if you decided to do that. Lord knows I certainly skipped Mile High so that I could go directly into The Right Move. So you wouldn't be the only one. As bingeable as this book is, because it's very easy to read, it's obviously very accessible. Like Liz Humford is a really good writer. I don't know that I am hooked on this book book immediately in the same way that I was with The Right Move. I think when I read The Right Move, I just remember sitting down to start it. I started making progress with it. I kept saying one more chapter, one more chapter. I then binged the majority of the book in a single night, and then I proceeded to finish it the day after because I couldn't wait to get it done because I needed to find out what happened. And that was basically my journey with The Right Move. Like, it was a seriously bingeable book, and I can tell I'm somewhat going to do the same with this one because, again, it's very easy to read, so why wouldn't I? However, I don't think Kai Rhodes is at the same level as Ryan Shea just yet. Crack the egg, bestie, with a single hand. Beautiful. Digressing to the main point, which is the book. I'm sorry, I feel like this vlog is very chaotic, but this is what you're here for, right? Why would you be here if not for the chaos? I need to give you the synopsis for Caught Up, shouldn't I? So basically in Caught Up, we follow Kai Rhodes, who is a baseball player. He is a single dad, and he found out that he was a dad kind of out of nowhere. He was not expecting to father as soon as he did, I suppose, and to find out in the ways that he did. He didn't even know the girl that he had been with was pregnant because he hadn't seen her in a little over a year. And by the time that she shows up, she literally shows up with a 6-month-old, basically claiming that she does not want to be a mother and that she's just giving up the child to him because she doesn't want to be a part of his life anymore. And immediately his entire loyalty switch from the sport of baseball and the life he'd been living thus far for his son Max. Except that he becomes quite overbearing quite quickly because obviously a newfound dad. He feels like he's missed so much of his life at that point, like 6 whole months, and 6 months that are pretty essential for, you know, parenthood. And he feels like he now has to overcompensate for that time that he has missed, and he doesn't want to miss any more moments, which is why, although he has babysitters and nannies on deck all the time because, you know, touring around different cities and different towns in order to play these major league games, he fires them consistently. He literally cannot spend more than a few days with these babysitters and nannies because he feels like nobody is up to par. He also doesn't want Max to get attached to anybody because he knows that it'll all be temporary only, and he just wants to be there for his son, and he's a very present dad. There's an entire backstory to that with how he and his brother Isaiah grew up and him not wanting his son to experience the same things they did when they were younger, which I honestly think is really beautiful. Kai is out here trying to break all of the generational trauma and provide for his kid in the way that he was not provided for when he was younger, given again the circumstances of his childhood. And I really do love and admire that. I think that a lot of the single parent books I read are very beautiful in terms of the parental intent. However, I find that a lot of these single parent books paint the parental figure in question, whether it's the love interest or the main character themselves, as people who are completely frazzled, don't know what to do, don't know how to comfort their kid, they don't understand their kid, they don't know how to navigate this newfound thing, whereas Kai knows the ins and outs of who Max is as a baby, and he knows how to comfort him, knows what foods he likes, knows all of the things that cheer him up or annoy him, all of the things that he needs. He is so very in tune as a father, and it's honestly a breath of fresh air to see that in comparison to a lot of the other books that I find myself reading with a similar trope. And so because he finds himself firing nannies left and right, at the start of the book we see him do that one more time, and he goes to the team's manager, who he has befriended quite nicely, Miller's father, and Miller's dad is like, listen, I have got the perfect person for the job. In fact, she is so perfect that once I hire her, you can't fire her because it's actually my kid. So you're stuck with her up until the end of the summer and up until I fucking said so. She gets 1 strike is the agreement, but Lord forbid she messes up, because there's no way she's going to do so because apparently she's a really great, amazing person, and when she like locks in onto something, she is pretty committed. And so against all of Kai's wishes, he ends up meeting Miller, who is a professional pastry chef. She has become quite renowned for doing so because she's quite gifted at it. However, at the start of the book, she is kind of in a rut and she has lost all inspiration. She's very burnt out. She feels like life is not going exactly how she'd expect, especially because she is like an award winner and everything. And so it fits kind of perfectly that she will spend the entire summer looking after Kai's kid. It's also a great excuse for her and her dad to spend time together because they really haven't done so in a really long time. And this is the first time that she's also taken time off work, even though it's like not entirely the best situation. They really do try and make the most of it, like father and daughter. And that is essentially where the story starts. Kai kind of like immediately, and I say immediately, because even though he is a bit hesitant at first, he does recognize that Max, as a kid who doesn't take up that well to new people, and especially women, given the, you know, past history with like him and the absent mom. And so he's quite surprised at how immediately Max takes up to Miller, and that's sort of a thing that he can't deny, and therefore he finds himself kind of quickly taken by her and the fact that she will be the person taking care of his kid. And he also immediately recognizes that although he may not believe that she is the best thing for his son has kind of chosen her, and his son has kind of made the decision that he does want her. And so the dynamic goes, she will travel with them for all of these different games, again taking care of the kid, and eventually a romance will strike between the two. The dynamic between the two of them already is very flirty. Miller is the type of person that is very flirty and straight to the point, and she immediately takes up to calling him baseball daddy, even though he's like, I don't know about that one. But he also, I'd say somewhat quickly, because we're already 100 pages in, maybe I would have expected that sort of standoffishness to last a little bit longer. He is already starting to flirt back with her a little bit, and he is opening up as well in terms of his, you know, his story and exactly how he came to have Max and how he is acclimated to that whole thing now as full-time dad, I suppose, while he also works, and what life has looked like ever since. We have also gotten Miller's backstory and her childhood sort of in the same scene, and I can already see like both of them commiserating on how, you know, their childhoods looked a very specific way with their parents, and I can already tell that she is going to be a very good influence on him. He has become a shell of who he was before, and there was never any merriment of who he was prior to being a dad and now that he is a dad. And Miller's already reinforcing the fact that he has got to find a better medium to not only be himself as a full person and as a baseball player, but to also obviously be Max's dad, which I do quite enjoy. And I also wonder how this whole thing is gonna play out in general, because Miller is very much a people pleaser, and she will give up parts of herself in order to make other people happy, and he is a fixer, so he is very quick to jump when something is wrong because he doesn't want people around him to be hurting. Like, he is very much a protector. So I can't wait to see how that dynamic comes about the more that we get into the book. I think it's honestly a good pair up between like the protector and the people pleaser, because it'll sort of balance each other out in ways to not be so extreme on either side. But I'll keep you updated because I honestly don't know how we're going to progress as we get along. But I have hope that the more I get into the book, the more I'll like click with it. It's not that I'm not clicking with it. Like, it's good, it's enjoyable, but it's not giving me like the ooh ah ah sensation. You know what I mean? I'll keep you updated. But let me mix this and we'll throw this in the oven, and then coffee because I need it. Cafecito has been made, and the brownie, brookie, cookie brownie, brookie, brookie pookie, it's all baking in the kitchen, but I'm so excited about the first sip of coffee. So cheers, bestie. Here we go. Good coffee, y'all. Good coffee. That to say, I have a few books in the background that I have to show you, but we'll get into those in a little bit. This right here is the exciting bit. Okay, so context for this. One of you guys, shout out to Manos, has recently opened a bookish candle shop, and it's so very exciting. He's part of the family, so if you guys want to go show him some love, I will be leaving the shop linked in the description. And I do believe he has set up a little code for you guys, which is extra exciting. In case you guys do want to celebrate the launch of the candles and get yourself a little something, he's got you covered with a little discount code. So let's unbox these. Let's see the discount code. I'll put it up on the screen. But this is so very exciting, and Manos, congratulations on this, because this is huge, and I am wishing you todos los éxitos, all of the successes, all of the wins, because I love this. I love this a lot. I have set up shop on my desk chair because this is going to be easier so that I don't have to hold everything at the same time. The first thing I see says, read me first. So let's read it. I'm so nervous, but so excited. Oh my God. Okay. This says, hi Mel, thank you so much for doing the unboxing on your YouTube channel. It truly means the world to me that you're doing this. Been a huge fan of your channel for quite some time, and for you to be the first YouTuber to open a box of my candles candles is incredibly special to me. Stop it. And then it just has a list of like the known facts about the candles. They are all 100% natural, 100% made of soy wax. They're vegan, cruelty-free. It has bio and eco-friendly glitters and colors. Wood wicks are FSC certified. They are pet-friendly, which we love because I know the entire branding behind the candles is all because of Luna, Manos' dog, which is amazing. And she was my inspiration for starting this small business. Stop it. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. And then he does drop a little discount for you guys. So it is MelReads 10 for 10% off. And now we dive into candles. So very exciting. I love candles personally, so I love this. I also see some dog stickers. Stop it right now. Literally look at them. They're so freaking cute. Oh my god. I am going to stash those away because I may just use them in either my journal or when I do get a Kindle, because that's coming out. I know I've been resisting for too long, but I think it's finally happening. I am waiting around for Black Friday to officially get them, but I think it's time. This right here is the first candle. It's called I Put a Spell on You. Got notes of wild berries, lavender, musk, wood. The musk and wood, I think, are seriously, oh my god, look at the, oh my god, literally look at the little spiders. And look at the glitter. That is stunning. And I love wood wicks because you already know the way that it crackles when you're reading. Oh, it's just superior. Oh my god, that's nice. It smells clean while still smelling like fall. Oh my god, I don't even know how to fully describe it, but it honestly smells so nice. I need to choose which one of these I'm gonna light tonight, now that I think about it, because we haven't even lit a candle. Oh my god, stop it. This one's a pumpkin spice latte candle. Oh my god, I love this. Pumpkin espresso, cinnamon, brown sugar, freshly whipped cream. Stop it. Oh my, and they're all wood wick. Oh, this is nice. I love that because honestly, wood wick candles here in Panama are not easy to find. Yeah! That smells so good. Oh, this is literally like the embodiment of fall. It smells exactly like described. It smells like coffee. It smells like pumpkin. It smells like cinnamon. If you were to walk into, I don't know where, that's like very fall, this is what it would smell like. I love that a lot. Caramel latte and Sunday reads. Stop it right now. This during Sunday sprints on Patreon. This is coffee, salted caramel, butter, vanilla, and sweet almond. Sweet almond must smell nice. Glitter is bronze on this one. This one looks nice. Oh my god, stop it right now. Oh my god, this literally smells like a coffee shop. Stop it. Oh my god, oh my god, this one smells even more like coffee than the pumpkin spice latte. If you were to enter into a nice coffee shop that also sells pastries, I feel like that's important. Oh, that smells like my favorite coffee shop. I'm gonna love this. The label of this one suffered on the way. I'm not sure why. However, I can distinguish that it says fantasy. As to what exactly it smells like, let's see if I can explain this to you. The color though, oh, that's nice. Look at how the camera picks up on that. Oh my god, it smells nice. Like it smells clean. I love scents like these. Like it smells clean and you just like washed your hands in like a very luxurious soap. That's a terrible description, but it smells great to me. Like that description to me is heaven, but I don't know if it'll be heaven for anybody else. Onyx Dragon, Ombre Leather, Citrus, Bergamot. Ooh, I love how layered these scents are. Like it's not just one simple thing. You have got to mix like an umami candle, you know? It's got so many elements that it's hard to distinguish what exactly it smells like. And I think that complexity to the smell honestly makes them feel so much nicer. Got lemon, mandarin zest, neroli blossoms, lavender, jasmine petals, musk. Oh, the musk. Musk is like my favorite thing in candles. I don't know why. Wood and musk, my favorite things. Perfumes, candles, bathroom scents, all of it. I just think it smells nice. It smells fancy and luxurious. Oh my god. Oh, I think this is my favorite. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's so nice. It's the right amount of fruity while still getting like that, I guess like bitterness of like the musk. I'm sorry, caramel lattes and Sunday reads. I think you've been dethroned for Onyx Dragon. This is sweet reads and lattes, coffee, toffee, and toasted marshmallow. This must also smell really, really good. Oh my god, it literally smells like s'mores. Oh my god, stop it. It says vampires. Not the sparkly kind. Sparkling lemon, bergamot, mandarin, rose, strawberry, raspberry, black currant, plum soft florals. Oh, cedarwood is gonna smell so good. Please tell me it's red. Oh my god, please tell me it's got red glitter. Ah, it does. It looks so good. Oh my god, stop. I think Onyx Dragon and this are my favorites. Stop. Oh my god, this smells amazing. Oh my god, I want to light this tonight. I feel like this is gonna be the scent of the night. I think it's been decided. Take a whiff right now. Smell it. I really wish that you guys could. It smells so good. And last but not least, it's the horror candle. What do you know? Bergamot, grapefruit, lime zest, ginger, nutmeg, cinnamon, cedarwood, leather, musk, patchouli. Of course, we've got orange glitter for the horror candle. The balance is so nice between those muskier, heavier scents and then those lighter fruity notes. Oh my god, this is so good. I love this. It's gonna be like so specific and you guys have never smelled it, but it smells like my grandma's house and I love this. Oh, I'm gonna love this. It's gonna be so nostalgic. I love that. And now we pull the brownies out of the oven to let them cool off. Beautiful, stunning. Let her be while I show you some books. Okay, beautiful, stunning. Nobody's been left behind or forgotten. And again, Tumanos, thank you so much for sending this over. It was super kind of you. I love this. Luna Bookish Flames on Etsy. We'll be leaving the link. And again, you guys can use MelReads 10. Get 10% off. First priority purchase was a romance book, and that is my Vampire Plus One. You guys know this is one of my most anticipated releases for the second half of 2024. This is the sequel for My Roommate is a Vampire. And in this one, we follow the love interest best friend, Reginald, who will now pose as our main character's partner. And the whole point of it is to make her family lay off her a little bit when it comes to all of those annoying questions of when are you getting together with somebody and where are you going to bring over a partner? When are you going to settle down and marry and have kids and do all the things? And so the purpose of being with Reginald is that he'll be so annoying that they'll not only want nothing to do with her, but they'll never ask the question again. It sounds like a super fun time. I have been hearing everybody rave about this so far since it came out. I obviously loved the first book, and as I was reading it, all I kept thinking about was Reginald needs his own book and I need it right now, and we got it. This makes me so very happy. I had to get A Dark and Drowning Tide, and honestly this made me so happy when I was browsing. I didn't realize that this book had come out directly to paperback. I thought that it was gonna come out in hardcover first, and I was like, oh, the cover is stunning. I just don't know if I want the hardcover. And then after I started seeing the paperback do the rounds, I was like, oh baby, get in my cart, click add to cart, purchase. Thank you. And I am so very excited about this. I have talked quite a bit about A Fragile Enchantment, which was Alison Saff's earlier release this year. And I have been very excited since for this one. It's sort of a dark academia, sapphic, cozy fantasy. And we follow our main character who is a folklorist, and she is on this quest with some nobles in the search for a fabled spring. However, her mentor gets injured along the way and she needs to now partner with her arch nemesis, academic rival that she'd want nothing to do with otherwise, to find answers to this secret, mysterious thing they are seeking. I have been hearing this book be compared to Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies and the likes as well when it comes to like the cozy, romantic fantasy, maybe with a little bit of a darker aesthetic. This is very exciting. I think they freaking nailed the US cover for this. It is so stunning, and the paperback, honestly, just made me extra happy when I saw it. It's really, really beautiful and floppy. And then who do you think I am? I got all of the volumes that are out now of A Sign of Affection, because again, they are up to volume 9 as I was talking about earlier. I am currently on volume 5. That's the one I need to read next. And so I got 7, 8, 9. Volume 10 is coming out a few days before my birthday. So I do think I'll be pre-ordering that in the hopes that it'll get here for my birthday so that I can maybe occupy myself a little bit that day reading volume 10. If I do catch up by then, because if I don't, then it'll just, you know, roll over onto whenever I decide to catch up and read these. I don't want to be fully done with the series and be like fully caught up, because I think always having a volume of A Sign of Affection to go to when I don't want to be reading anything else or when I just want a cozy time, honestly to me has been very comforting. So I don't know if I want to be fully caught up, but I think in a perfect little world it wouldn't bother me as much to be, so we'll see what happens. Other books that I got for me because it's my birthday month, and of course I'm gonna splurge a little bit on the things that I've been wanting to get for a while. I got Wild Eyes by Elsie Silver. Listen, I wasn't gonna get this physically up until I read this on KU because I know it's available there. But then I started seeing a lot of people say that Daddy Cade has been dethroned by Mr. is it Wesley? No, Weston. And I need to know why, because that doesn't sound right to me. I need more loyalty toward Cade. I am scared that I'm not going to enjoy this because Wild Love, you guys know how that went. I don't think it needs to catch any more strays here on the channel, so I'm hopeful that this will be better. I have heard by people who didn't enjoy Wild Love much like myself and have read this, already speak much higher of this. And so I'm hopeful that this will do the trick. I know we also follow a single dad, and he ends up meeting up with like his country pop star crush, and she is in the small town he lives in order to go to the recording studio. And I will assume that's how the meet cute comes about. I know there's a whole element of like her being tired of the limelight and it being incredibly invasive. So I would be very curious to see how Elsie Silver talks about that whilst talking about single parenthood and all the things. So I am quite hopeful for this because I think it's got a lot going for it just thematically beyond the romance. And then I got a paperback of Check and Mate. I know you guys are gonna be like, Mel, what the heck? Because I already read this and I loved this and I had a book of the month edition. However, one of my best friends, Alex, came over a couple weeks ago and she was like, oh, do you have any Ali Hazelwoods that I could borrow? Because I think she's already read The Love Hypothesis, and I can't remember if it's, I think she's currently on Love on the Brains. I think she's doing publishing order. However, I literally told her, put a stop to everything. I'll gift you my copy of Check and Mate, but you need to read it right now. And so I gave her my copy of Check and Mate because I need to spread happiness in this world. And if that is what God put me here on this earth to do, I am not mad at it. So I gave her my copy and I got myself a paperback, and it works out perfectly because I do want to reread this book and annotate it. Not a single one of my Ali Hazelwood books is annotated, which I think is a fucking crime. And so I think this is going to be perfect to do a nice little reread, annotate it, love it as it deserves. Very excited about this. The next thing that got here is actually a gift from Jenny. I was not expecting it, and when I opened it, I almost cried. This says, happy birthday, Melinda. This is an ongoing joke, by the way. My patrons have taken to calling me everything but my name. So they call me Melvin, Melinda, Melissa, Miranda, everything but my name. I picked up A Curious Beginning based on your rec and loved it so much, so I hope you enjoy this one as much as the first. Please say pss, pss, pss to the cats. Finn is literally sitting like right behind y'all. So that's quite funny. She's just staring at me. But this is A Perilous Undertaking, which is the sequel to A Curious Beginning. This is the second book in the Veronica Speedwell series. If you guys have been watching the channel for the last couple of months, then you guys would know that I absolutely adored the first book. It literally reads like a Sherlock Holmes story, very much like the BBC version. The way that the characters are constructed really remind me of Sherlock and Watson, and I loved every second of it, having two highly intellectual characters battle it out and spar it verbally whilst also trying to figure out a mystery together but never having met each other prior to the situations they find themselves in. I thought was really, really amazing. I know romantically they don't get together until further along in the series, but so long as the mysteries are good and the twists twist and the turns turn, I am happy with it. And so long as the banter prevails, I am also happy with it. And so A Perilous Undertaking is on my TBR. I love it. Would it ever be a video of mine if my camera did not die? Welcome back, everybody. I lost you for a second. It's like we're FaceTiming and the call just dropped because the signal was bad. And then we have got a few books that Simon & Schuster sent over. We first have got a little Christmas moment. It's called Make My Wish Come True by Rachel Lippincott and Allison Derrick. These are the same authors as She Gets the Girl, which I do own. It's a meant to be art. Follow our main character Arden, who is an actor. And given the recent tabloids, she finds that the only way, alongside her publicist, to get out of this very specific pickle is to pretend that she actually has a little secret romance with Caroline, a girl who lives in her hometown. And although this seems like a very unlikely scenario, Caroline figures that actually it's not so bad, because as she builds her portfolio, maybe getting a little exposure on the media is not the worst thing to happen. And then they have to go out on a couple of fake dates and go out on holidays and convince everybody that they're in love. And then we have got Jason Reynolds' newest book, 24 Seconds From Now. The entire book is measured in 24, so 24 months ago, 24 days ago, 24 weeks ago, etc., etc. And we follow our main character Neon, who is freaking out. And I will assume the entire book takes place during a short period of time, as Jason Reynolds' books tend to. And it's the story about how he meets his girlfriend, how they fall in love, and how on this very specific night, it's gonna be the night. Like the parents are out of town, and he's really been planning this whole thing to be the best that it can be. However, he starts having his doubts, and is his love for her enough? And is this relationship like an actual real and good enough thing? And it's like that moment of doubt before anything even happened as a teenager and coming of age and everything. I'm not sure if, oh, that's actually prose. I was gonna say I'm not sure if it's verse or prose, but it is prose, which is very exciting. So I can't wait to get this read. If he narrates it, as in like Jason Reynolds, I probably will listen to this because his voice in audiobooks, you need to get on it. Like seriously. I have been actually sent a copy of The Dagger and the Flame, which I already own because I got the Book of the Month edition. I think I'm gonna give this to one of my best friends. We love buddy reading reading and planning things together. And so I think her having a copy of this book is going to be great so that we can read this together and have a good time, because I feel like we're going to be freaking out over the entire plotline together. And then we have got Nothing Like the Movies, which is the sequel to Better Than the Movies. I remember reading that book and finding so much joy from it. I've talked about it before. I literally read that book when I was suffering from coccyx and tailbone inflammation, and I could not get up from bed. It was incredibly painful. And while I was bedridden for a week, that was the book I read. And I think I read it in a session or two because it was so quick and bingeable. And this one is its sequel. We follow Wes and Liz in the aftermath of the first book, and it kind of explores the idea of what exactly happens after that happily ever after moment. Wes, as the love interest, doesn't find himself in a good spot and ends up really messing things up, which means that they end up breaking up. And now in college together, after things are healthier and things have calmed down a bit, he figures that this is the best time to make Liz re-fall in love with him, and we'll explore the story as that happens. And now I'm gonna go check on the cats, give the cats food, and also check on the brownie, because is it cooled down yet? I want it because I still have a little bit of coffee. Coffee plus brownie, heaven. It's 12:50 a.m., but we're going strong. And you know what we're gonna fetch next? A snack! A snack! Remember how last time I was talking about Love Island and like, oh my god, Love Island's the best? Seeing Cordell talk so much about Cheez-Its, we're here. I rarely buy these because these are very expensive here in Panama, but I was craving them, so I got them. Cheez-Its, Cheez-Its, Cheez-Its. Also, before I get back into reading, this was so good. If you're going to start coming to my games, I better see roads on your back, and I'm not talking about my brother. He's talking about the jersey. She goes, is this some athlete kink you got? Need to see a girl in your jersey. I like to see pretty girls in my jersey. I like to take it off them too. And then we also got a get your fucking hands off her scene. Honestly, elite entertainment. And they cuddled, okay? And they've kissed for the first time. It was very hot. I feel like I look positively crazy at this moment in time. I switched shirts real quick before we default back to sweatshirt mode because I am ready to take my makeup off. Welcome to the bathroom. So that we can do this together, because listen, I also need to unblock my nose because the AC unit was so cold because it's still raining. It's been raining for like 6 hours, which I mean, I'm not complaining about, but I feel like between that and like the weather and everything, I'm like, can't breathe. And so I need to do that after I take my makeup off. But it's literally 2 a.m. so I feel like this warrants taking the makeup off, putting on a little face mask, and then maybe just lounging in bed while I get some reading done. I think that I'll probably make a little bit more progress with Caught Up before I go to bed. But also I'm thinking, ooh, maybe I can just read A Sign of Affection Volume 5, because I know for a fact when I wake up tomorrow morning, I am going to finish Caught Up. I stopped at page 238, I think, or 240. I literally just stopped like right before the first smutty scene. And in terms of development for the actual story, I am really enjoying where the story is going. They both seem to be pushing each other towards becoming like better versions of themselves, which I am quite enjoying at this point in time. I also love that I'm about to look all kinds of crazy, hello. But I really do love the fact that for Kai specifically, as somebody who is used to giving up
up so many parts of himself to take care of others, Miller is really pushing him to prioritize himself and what he wants to be doing and to pursue things, maybe in ways that he considers to be selfish but that are healthy for him, because in order to be a dad, he doesn't need to stop being a person. And then for Miller specifically, as somebody who is very, very unattached with her personal life, she doesn't have any friends, she doesn't really form roots anywhere. She's used to moving from city to city, town to town, and she does so in order to make her dad proud, or at least that's what she's thinking. But I also think it's a huge defense mechanism, because caring and staying and the possibility of getting hurt is so big and scary to her that she doesn't want to do it. And Kai continuously pushes that. He's like, listen, you want all of these things from me, with me, but I'm not gonna do these things casually, because that's just not who I am. I have to think of my son. And then also, I don't think that it's possible for us to just forget each other by the time that this is all done, which I appreciate him saying. And I also appreciate him pushing her to be vulnerable in ways that maybe she hasn't been with other people before, because it's a huge thing in the book also that she struggles with her vulnerability. And he's like, no, tell me more. You're not gonna just tell me, and she does so for him too. Like, you're not gonna tell me the half-ass story. Like, you are gonna tell me all of it, because if we're going to open up, we are going to open up full on. I also really love and appreciate the fact that this book is not diving into the whole, oh, you're the coach's daughter, we can't be together, because then your dad is gonna have a problem with it. Monty, her dad, is actually supportive of this thing happening so long as it happens well. I think because he cares so much for Kai and obviously for Miller as his daughter, he has both of their best interests at heart, and he does a really good job, I think, at warning the both of them as to who the other is, what the MO tends to be, and is subtly helping them navigate this thing to see if it pans out into something specific, into something more. And I really love that it's not infringing into the whole forbidden romance territory, because I think specifically because he's a single dad and there's already that element of like sensibility to it all, I don't know that I would have loved if we had to like hide around and, oh my god, dad can't see us. I just don't know. I don't know that I would have been able to do all of that, so I do appreciate that there does seem to be like a balance in that sense, because it would have been too much. Makeup is off, face is clean. We are about to put on some eye mask to lounge and read, but also need to do this because every single time, dude, it happens every single time. So we just need to make sure that the nostrils are clear, because at this point in time, can't even breathe. We are about to get situated in bed. I am so ready. I am so excited. I have already lit one of the candles that Manos sent over. I ended up lighting the vampire candle, and it's making the most delicious and perfect crackling noises. Literally hear that. It's so perfect. Because listen, I will say I have tried many a wood wick candle in my lifetime that I have gotten in book boxes or that I have gotten in PR. And sometimes the actual wood wick, like it crackles obviously and it makes the noise that it should, but it's not that noticeable. And sometimes you can't even hear it. Like it's actually doing what it needs to. Love that the most. However, as I sit here in bed, I have got the very important provisions. El suministro. Got caught up, obviously, which I will read a little bit more of before bed. I think I may just read the smut scene and then just move on, or like depending on like the aftermath, may read a couple more chapters. And then I did bring over A Sign of Affection volume 5, and I do want to read the entirety of this before heading into bedsies. So what I'm thinking we can do to revitalize, revive, and feel a little bit cozier is to just put some eye masks on. These are the same ones that I put in my last cozy bookish sleepover. I feel like I need to get like some proper face masks, but I'm always scared of getting something new for my face because my skincare routine is pretty locked in and my skin is super sensitive. So I feel like anytime I try something new, let's do this. Hold up. I'm gonna use the, oh my god, that's so cold. That's so good. I always end up like breaking out or not having a good time. So I'm not trying to do all that, but
I think if I find a good little face mask, we can definitely gear up that way for the next one because I feel like that could be fun. However, I want to show of hands in the chat. I'm gonna stop calling it the comment section and I'm seriously gonna start calling it the chat. I mean, one, it sounds cooler, and second of all, it literally is like our little chat. Let everyone know in the chat. I feel like I'm also so used to saying that because of like the live streams that saying the comment section feels a little bit weird. As to who is watching Love is Blind, the newest season, I think it's season 7. I've lost count, honestly. There's too many seasons, but this new season, oh my god, I feel like they just chose the most chaotic, random array of people in like the best and worst ways, and they're not providing context for a lot of the drama, and it's driving me crazy. I feel like I need more information as to all of these different fights happening and exactly why these couples are breaking up like way before the wedding, because I feel like I'm only getting half the context that I need in order to put together the conflict. That said, why is the only couple giving Garrett and Taylor? Everybody else has disappointed me left and right and center and up and back. Everybody's like switching personalities. They present themselves one way in the pods. You meet them in person. Complete opposite. The vibes are rank. Like the bar is in hell. And then the people that presented well in the pods that also translated somewhat well when they initially met, now in these new episodes, they're starting to show their true colors and drama's starting to come up, and I don't even comprehend what's happening anymore. I don't know that we have had a season this dramatic in a while, specifically in this way. Like, we've got cheating, we have got dominance and control, we have got secret children, we have got toxic and overbearing parents, we have got political conversations happening. I feel like everywhere I turn, there's like something creating controversy amongst these couples, and I need people to discuss this with. If you're watching it, let a girl know in the chat. It's a lot. I want to start watching Love is Blind Habibi because I committed to like the first 30 minutes of episode 1 and then I haven't finished watching it. I feel like what I need to do is finish Love is Blind, like this newest season first, before I move on to the next franchise, because otherwise I'm gonna make a mess of it and I'm likely not gonna finish either. But I have heard that Love is Blind Habibi is also really giving what it needs to give. But Love is Blind US, like that's this season's crazy. But if you are watching, who's your favorite couple? What do we think about Leo and Brittany? Because I have a lot of thoughts. That initial meeting, that man was like grabbing her by the hair, like fully like snatching her while he was talking to her. It was the most uncomfortable thing to watch. I need to know all the thoughts. Please leave them in the chat. That said, let me lay down and read some smut, baby. Besties, in classic sleepover fashion, I fell asleep last night. And I don't remember falling asleep. I also don't remember taking the eye patches off. I just know that I just woke up and it's 9 a.m. Bro, when have I ever woken up at 9 a.m.? I can't remember the last time I did because I'm typically up at 7. And when I tell y'all, I'm a little bit disoriented. Honestly, truly, biggest sleepover vibes, because do you ever realize you're falling asleep when you're in a sleepover? Like, does anybody consciously fall asleep? You know what I mean? Like, nobody ever makes the choice to fall asleep when you're in a sleepover, which also is kind of funny because I don't know if you guys have experienced this, if you've ever been in a sleepover, but like, you never want to be the first one to fall asleep. Like, you never want to be the one that just like turns around and goes to bed, because it feels like a little bit embarrassing to be like the first one out. Why did I do that last night? Why was I the first person to fall asleep last night? Oh my god, embarrassing. Shut up right now. I just went on Instagram because listen, sometimes you just have to do that first thing in the morning. Shut the fuck up. I literally just went on there and the first thing I see is the cover reveal for the new Hunger Games book. The moment we've all been waiting for, the story we've all been waiting for. Sunrise of the Reaping. Literally look at it. Oh my Oh my god, they will not use my tears for their entertainment. Okay, hey Mitch. March 18th, 2025. I cannot wait. Also, I agree with everybody. The casting for that should be Tom Glenn Carney, because after seeing him in House of the Dragon, he is literally the perfect Haymitch. Though I've also been seeing a lot of rumors that it may be Mike Feist, and although he is older, I also wouldn't be mad at that, because he also has like that little rat look, you know what I mean? But Tom Glenn Carney, I feel like it needs to be it, you know what I mean? Anyways, he loved that I fell asleep last night after reading the smut scene and caught up. It's like I read it and then I went so good morning, everybody. Hi, welcome to a new day. I didn't realize I had it in me to fall asleep like that and to sleep like that, but I am thinking maybe we can read A Sign of Affection volume 5 to start out the morning, to start out the day, because you're stuck with me all day. Hi. I am holding you hostage till the end of the day. And so I'm thinking maybe we can read that, and then I can read volume 6, Choosing Happiness, and then maybe we can either read a little bit of Caught Up or The Crimson Moth, and it's gonna be great. Also, I love that last night I had more things to say about Love is Blind. I was like, oh my god, we're gonna have such a good chat about Love is Blind and everybody I like and dislike. Because we didn't even talk about Woof Woof Guy. We didn't even talk about Tim. Like, oh my god, Tim just going like, I'm a dog. And then going, woof woof. Alex is crazy. And then Steven in Love is Blind is another level of like, I was not expecting that. And so I want to hear all thoughts once more. I feel like I'm having like that rush of adrenaline when you first wake up and you can't shut up. I feel like that's me right now, low-key a little bit. Look at my hand. What is my hand doing? I'm like, good morning, everybody. This angle is something else, because what the heck? Literally this eye looks so small and this one just looks so big. What is happening? I look so disheveled right now. I look like I've been run over by a truck. I am here with good old Shish to Live. Hi, I'm literally dropping you. This is truly sleepover vibes to their finest. I've just been informed that not only has Amazon dropped a little color Kindle, which is entirely too expensive. It's $280, baby. $280. I don't even want to think too much about that. They changed all of the Kindle colors. Now there's a jade one.
Wait, the scribe is in jade too.
See, I don't know that I like the jade color. Like, it's giving turquoise.
I don't like metallics.
Wait, they're metallic?
Yeah, it's like metallic jade, metallic raspberry. Like, it's not
metallic. And this one is raspberry. I don't need a pink Kindle. So for context, I've been thinking for weeks to get a Kindle, and you know how I mentioned it literally last night on the vlog? I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna get a Kindle, but they were sold out. And no wonder they were sold out, because they did like the little Prime Day deals. I'm just gonna have to wait till Black Friday rolls around to get it. And now every single Kindle is back in stock, including the basic Kindle. It is all green. Olivia, see, this is the color I want. This is like the type of green. It's kind of like my walls. It's cute. I don't know that I love that it's all green.
I don't. I kind of like only the back.
Yeah, that's the one you have, right? You have like the agave green.
Yes, and then the front is just like the typical black.
The funniest thing is that I've been seeing so many people speculate, because when I went to like research the Kindles last week, I had seen so many people speculate about, oh my god, I think they're dropping new Kindles, and that's why like the Kindles are going at a discount. And I'm like, but they didn't even do that great a discount in Prime Day deals. This makes more sense to me. I love that you're texting Chan to convince you, because you know I won't.
Getting the council together.
I'm gonna send this to Discord. Oh, they just sent it. Aileen sent it literally 3 hours ago. Goddamn.
Go look. Which chat? Just general?
Book news. Emily Henry's also coming out with a new book, Great Big Beautiful Life. I feel like all of the news are dropping today.
Great Big Beautiful Life. That's a beautiful cover.
Yeah, it's stunning.
She knows what she did.
She always knows what she did.
Except with people we meet on vacation. That was a trap.
Girl, stop it right now. We were literally talking about it on Sprints with Bella, and I was like, she commiserated on the fact that it's one of the best ones. You hateful being. At risk of looking still like a disheveled goblin, my hair is looking crazy. Welcome to the office, everybody. Hi. I'm here still with Sister Liv on the phone. Is it really a sleepover if you don't make at least one impulsive decision? That's what I'm gonna keep telling myself so that I don't back out of this. Turning on my computer so that I can investigate. Am I about to do this? Yeah! It's such a huge commitment! Yeah! Okay, I got this. I'm scared.
You're gonna get so many graphic novels from your library, you're basically saving money.
I mean, honestly true, because I also don't have space, and it's great. Oh my god, look, guys, I'm reading. It's gonna be in color. Look at all the enablers in the chat. Look at all of them. Look at all of them. Get it with your eyes closed is crazy. Could you imagine? I feel like I would regret it if I didn't get the full-on color one. I do like reading graphic novels digitally a lot. Why do I overthink everything? We're doing it. We're committing to it. We're doing it. With my eyes closed.
Which one are you pre-ordering?
The color soft. I'm so scared. It's been done. I can't take it back. I can't take it back. Anyways, after the trauma of getting the color soft, which honestly not trauma at all because it's great, I need to finish A Sign of Affection Volume 5 because this is all I've got left. It's literally only a handful of pages. So we need to finish this, need to make the bed so that at least it's ready for the day, and then shower and get ready so that we can go out to celebrate Bestie Alex. You guys are coming with me. Everybody's coming with me. You're all invited to the party. It's not actually a party. It's lunch, but I feel like a sleepover followed by lunch with friends, a little FaceTime chaos, impulsive decisions. You truly are getting the whole vibe today. All friends are included too in the making of this video. And I honestly really love that. I also have to show you the new Emily Henry cover because it's so pretty. Literally look at it. Great big beautiful life. It is stunning. I love this cover. I think this may be my favorite one yet. Like the red and the yellow and the everything about this is working. This and Funny Story, best cover so far. Have to speak my truth. And also look at it, Swami. He's literally Anthony Bridgerton. What the heck? He's swatting away the bees because he doesn't want her to get hurt. Get you a man like this who swats the bees. A girl has finished A Sign of Affection Volume 5. I don't know how to rate this, to be honest. I think it is not my favorite volume thus far, but it was still very wholesome, very cute. It still has the same vibes and energy as the other volumes. We do get some backstory for Oushi and exactly how he learns and why he learns sign language and how that relates to Yuki as the main character. However, I think this is more of a filler volume, and that's the thing with manga. Like, you never really know what you're gonna get in a volume. Often there'll be filler, others will progress the storyline. I feel like this was more passive, and the purpose of this one really was to, I guess, construct Oushi as a character independent of every other character, and it was honestly more enjoyable than I was expecting. I actually did not mind his backstory. I think it made me like him a little bit more, even though his approach is still very annoying in terms of how he expresses his crush and like of Yuki, but other than that, not mad at it entirely. At this point, some of you guys will be tired of hearing me say the synopsis for A Sign of Affection because I talk about it quite a lot. I've been reading it and loving it, and my previous bookish sleepover actually rekindled my love for the series, so I feel like now I have been on a roll of consistently reading it. But essentially in A Sign of Affection, we follow our main character Yuki, who is deaf, and at the start of volume 1, she meets Itsuomi, who is a well-traveled guy. They go to the same college. He is very well versed in different languages. He loves immersing himself in different cultures, learning new languages, and really getting to know people to the fullest extent by interacting with them in a way that involves, I guess, him going out of his way more than the average person. And immediately as Yuki meets him, she's like, oh, this guy's really cute, but I just don't know if he'd be into me. And as they start interacting and building this friendship, she starts realizing, and he also starts realizing, despite not wanting to be in a relationship, that he is actually really into her and he would be willing to be in a relationship with her. He also immediately takes to learning sign language in order to fully immerse himself in conversation with Yuki. Yuki constantly has to adjust the way that she talks to people based on what they are comfortable with and not necessarily what she'd prefer or what she's comfortable with. So she'd often have to text people in order to communicate efficiently, or she'd need to use a whiteboard or a piece of paper, whatever was available to her at that point in time. So I really love that Itsuomi, more than other people in her life perhaps, really goes out of his way to learn sign language so that he can have steady conversation with her, because he also knows that if he wants to be romantically romantically involved with Yuki, the most sustainable practice is going to be him learning this new language. And on the flip side, Yuki as somebody who has remained contained to Japan, isn't really well traveled, but she does want to see the world. She finds her conversations with Itsuomi very fascinating, learning about different cultures and countries and cities and languages and how he has met different people and made different friendships and experienced so much that she hasn't on a cultural level internationally. She really does love the fact that he is who he is, and these two people seem to complement each other so well in terms of what they like and what they continue to seek, which I love. There's also some side romances involved with Yuki's best friend, Rin, and also Itsuomi's cousin. So we do get to see like couple A, couple B. I think there's a couple C currently building now that I'm getting further along in the series, and I'd be very curious to see how that pans out the more that I read. So this volume was okay, like it was fun, it was cute, but nothing that made me swoon and gave me the sensation like some of the other volumes have. I do think perhaps this being a bridge volume into volume 6, because this is again mostly backstory for Oushi, which is one of Yuki's acquaintances slash friends. This is somebody that she's known for a very long time because they have always gone to school together, and this is truly, I think to my understanding, the first person in Yuki's life outside of her family that really went out of their way to learn sign language so that they could communicate with her. And although Oushi is very particular about the way that he interacts with her because he does have a crush on her, and he's very much the, oh, I'm gonna pull a girl's hair to show her that I like her, but these people are adults like they are in college, and so it comes across very off-putting and weird. We do get a lot of backstory for him specifically in this volume, and we get to see what his motivations are and what he is, I guess, thinking when he sees Yuki and Itsuomi together. And it was enjoyable. I won't say that it was horrible, but I wish there would have been perhaps a little bit more progression with Itsuomi and Yuki as a couple. And so we'll see where volume 6 takes us, but this was cute. Let's shower, let's get ready for the day because Alex must be on her way very soon, and I've been yapping about this for 6 minutes, so I really need to start getting ready. This time is of the essence, friends. That Kindle debate really took a little bit too long. It's so exciting. I'm thinking I'm gonna make like a whole video unboxing the Kindle Color Soft so that you guys can see how it works, how it functions, how the colors look, how vibrant it is, maybe sample a graphic novel, see how that would read full color in the Kindle, as well as obviously set it up, decorate it, the stickers, the case, the pop socket, all the things. It's so funny because I literally got a pop socket yesterday. That's what I was telling Liv earlier. I got the newest GGN Bow Drop. She's got the cutest bookmarks out right now for fall and Halloween. And while I was browsing the website, I was like, she does sell pop sockets. Maybe I should get one of the bow ones because they're really cute. And I saw that she had a cream one, and I was like, you know what? I think I have to do it. And I got it because I was like, in the back of my head, when I do end up getting a Kindle, at least I'll have the pop socket and it won't be a problem. I also love that Sil is scratching the cat tower in the background. It's gonna be okay. But yeah, and so it's almost like I manifested new Kindles today. That's crazy. Because also last week I was trying to get a Kindle, but it was sold out everywhere. And I found it so strange that no Kindles were available despite it being Prime Day. And I was like, how are they not gonna have Kindles available on one of their biggest like discount days of the year? Because it's literally, it's Prime Day deals, and then you have got Black Friday, Cyber Monday sales. So this was perfect. I'm glad I didn't get a Kindle last week. I just hope that it's well worth it. So I hope the investment pays off, but it's like my first ever Kindle, so I feel like it won't be too bad. Like I feel like I can justify it without feeling too remorseful over it. And I feel like it'll also be helpful for everybody here present with us convening, hi, to also see it before you guys can, you know, make the decision. It'll be more of an informed decision in case you guys are thinking about it. So I think it'll be fun. But anyways, let me go get ready. Let me go shower, and I'll talk to you when Alex is here because she's getting off work in a little bit, so she should be on her way soon. Alex. Everybody say happy birthday, Alex, in the comments. So we are about to go out to lunch. So this is like a perfect way to seg into like the next little section of the cozy bookish sleepover. FaceTimed, made an impulsive decision. We have read. Now we go out to lunch with the bestie and we will take books and it'll be great. And I'm looking forward to it. The place we're going to has got a goat mac and cheese. It looks heavenly. And the dessert and the coffee, oh my God.
We're eating today. Yes.
Literalmente a comer. I am so excited about it. Haven't gone to this one place in years. So I'm very much looking forward to it. And then I'm also taking the receptionist some of the brookies we made yesterday because she deserves happiness too. And so have wrapped up some of that in foiling and we're gonna go downstairs and while we wait for the Uber, going to give this to her. She's gonna love it with a nice little cafecito. And I will see you at the restaurant. We are back home, friends. Hello. I came back home not too long ago from lunchy lunch with Alex, and honestly, although I got B-roll of the Crimson Moth, let me tell you something, I didn't read anything while we were out because we were just catching up and eating, and it was such a good time. The restaurant we had gone to, I had not gone to in so long. It was so yummy, so delicious. I feel like I need to go back there at another time to just sit down and read and enjoy some good food because I completely forgot that this spot existed. This used to be like a spot for me and my friends a long time ago, and now I feel like I've rediscovered my love for it. They also really revamped the entire layout of the space because it looked very different than the last time I went. Like the aesthetic, the color palette, everything. It was so cozy and so good. So I definitely need to return. However, I took the Crimson Moth with me. And then I also took A Sign of Affection Volume 6. I didn't read anything. So for today's cap, it literally was 260 pages, which is really not bad, of caught up, and then an entire volume of A Sign of Affection. I'd still call that a win. I think it was still a very cozy time. I think chatting with you guys about anything and everything is always such a fun time. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, don't forget to give it a massive thumbs up. It's time for you to go home, sadly, but I hope we can do this again. Hit me up in the comment section if you guys want another sleepover because we can definitely arrange it. So I hope you enjoyed this one. Let a girl know what you're currently reading in the chat, in the comment section. And if you've read any of the things I mentioned in today's video, I would love to know what you guys have been up to reading wise and how are you doing in general. I hope that everything's been going well over on your end. And if you reach the very end of the video, let us leave some baking / cooking emojis for Miller being a chef, a pastry chef specifically, in Caught Up. I think it's very fitting. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already for more content like this. And as always, there is a Patreon linked down below in case you guys want to support the channel further. It's immense help towards keeping this thing running smoothly, getting expensive tech, and all types of gadgets and equipment that need to be used in order to run this thing as best as possible. So that is always linked down below if you want to join a community of like-minded people, full of readers, a Discord server, book clubs, a ton of different live shows and reading sprints, early access, extra videos. It's always a fantastic time over there. And yeah, I feel like that's it. I love you all the absolute mostest, and I will catch you on the next one. Besitos, besototes.
Bye-bye.